All right, everybody, we are going to go over the practice quiz in the first investigation that is going to be taken tomorrow, Wednesday, January 9th. So here's the scenario. You've been hired as a backup dancer for an Enrique Iglesias music video. You are offered the choice of two payment plans below. Analyze both options in the table below. Then state which option you would pick and why. You must pick one. Keyword, you must pick one. So payment plan 1, on the first day, you earn $1. On the second day, you earn $4. On the third day, you earn $16, and so on. And then you work for 8 days. So if I fill in the days, right, day 1, $1, day 2, $4, day 3, $16, and so on. So if I if I look at that pattern from day 1 to day 2, right, this is being multiplied by 4. So if it's being multiplied by 4, our growth factor is 4. So that means on day 4, we'd be at $64. On day 5, we would be at 100 and, I'm not sorry, 64. That's not 64. That is much bigger than 64, and I am going to get a calculator because I screwed that up. So 16 times 4 is 84. So that makes a little bit of a difference. No, what am I talking about? 16 times 4 is 64. I'll get this right sooner or later. And then 64 times 4 is 256. Day 6 is 1,024. And day 7 is 4,096. Okay. Now, it asks for 8 days. So let's go just one more to 8, just so we can get that all set. And we get $16,384. Okay. On day 8. So again, this graph, okay, that's 0. I'm going to ask you to be a little more specific on the graph. So, if 1 is here, day 2, 4 is there, say, 3 is 16, right? So this is going to kind of do one of those. So our equation, okay, and again, we did not earn that 4 times the amount until day 2, right? So this would be our growth factor is, our base number, our growth factor is 4, and this would be to the x minus 1, because we have to subtract out day 1, which we did not quadruple. And then again, our last day, our total earnings amount, $16,384. Okay. So now, I'll make this a little bit bigger here so we can kind of see the whole thing. So on the second day, I'm gonna read off my paper here. So on the second day, it says that we earn $2 on the first day for payment plan 2. On the second day, we earn 4. On the third day, we earn 8, and so on. And this one, you work for 14 days. So if I go ahead and fill in this table, again, only up to 6. So that's 16, 32, 64, 128. This is doubling, right? So this graph, because the number is lower than 4, all right, if I go ahead and make this graph kind of the same way I did the other ones, but my curve should go out a little wider than the top one, right? And our equation is this. Because again, we did not double. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. We went from nothing to 2, right? We doubled on the first time. Okay, so this is exactly almost like the paper cut, the ballot problem, right? So 2 to the x power. because we went from 0 to 2 right away. Okay, so, and again, if I plug in a 1 to x, 2 to the first power is 2. If I plug in a 2 to x, 2 to the second power is 4. So it all works out. If I put a -1 in there, it is not going to work. So if I need to figure out the 14th day, I can plug in 14 for x and solve it. And if I take 2 to the 14th power, I get, ready for this, $16,384. Now, it says you must pick one, okay? Well, since they make both money, what would make sense is to choose plan 1. And why is that? Well, in plan 1, you make the same amount of money as you do in plan 2, but you work less days. So we will say plan 1 because you make the same amount as plan 2, but work less days. And that's the comparison you are going to make. Okay? Again, they make the same amount. And again, because this is doubling right away from 0 to 2 as opposed to 1 to start, okay, that's why we only have the x and not the -1. Because again, if you plug these values in, it will not work. So study this up tonight. Be ready for the quiz tomorrow.